We have a fun one this time. A Violet Evergarden by E2046. Been looking forward to this one for a while. I'm glad I get to share it. Let's open her up. As we saw with the Ray and Asuka pre-painted resin kit, I fully expected this one to be, for there to be some assembly as well. Ooh. It's dropped. Here's the base. Unlike the other ones, I don't think this one is solid wood. We'll say this is made of resin as well. So probably shouldn't have dropped that. Some minor imperfections there. Not sure if it shows up on camera right there. But these are all hand casted and hand painted. Just a QA card. And let's open it up some more. Here's the printed instructions. Again, looks like someone's inkjet. Far fewer parts than the Ray and Asuka figures. Start with piece number 1. That's the base. Piece number 2. That was nice. Let's put that down gently right there. Let's get piece number 3. Goes right in. Oh boy. Doesn't seem to want to go in. Gonna wiggle it in a bit. That's a problem. This was listed as number 3. But number 3, according to the picture, has a pin on it. So that's not 3. This must be 3. And there's the pin. There we go. There we go. Now that we have both legs, let's put her on the base. Okay, that took longer than it should. Number 5, which is her right arm. Number 6. Ooh, it's her hand loosely holding the suitcase. Take this arm off. A little surprising that wasn't magnetic. I don't like the way the bag just hangs and doesn't really rest on anything. Number 7. Number 8. Violet's head. Oh, I like that head sculpt. Dig the glossy eyes. What I've come to expect from these resin kits is that the hair is never very sharp or refined. I guess if there's a sharp point, it's easier to break. But that looks like violet, so you can't complain, or I can't complain. Number 9. Can't tell which one is 9, which one is 10. Was her hair tied up with the ribbons? Just a piece that they cut out for no reason. Okay. Number 11, a letter. There's a little tab on the letter. Guess it goes on her hand. I really like this figure. I feel like the shading on the white part of her dress is not great. I think the problem is they use kind of a pink color to shade versus what you normally see with white color, which is like a very light blue. It doesn't quite pop as well, but I'm not a painter. I don't know color theory. There could be reasons for this. It just feels like the details don't pop on the dress and it's kind of flat. The lines in the middle of her dress looks a little bit sloppy. They're not very straight. I don't know if that's the way it should be, but it does look like it's hand carved by a very shaky pair of hands. There's no shading in between those lines. Looks like there's some dirt. These dark brown lines on her dress, also kind of sloppy. Lots of, I don't know if it's called overspray, but definitely some paint bleed. Her jacket, very well done. Very nicely shaded. Again, this white, very flat. Right there. The yellow, also very flat. Doesn't look like there's any shading there as well. That's disappointing. The hand, very disappointed on that. They're just kind of a flat, silvery color. It's not metallic. There doesn't seem to be any kind of shading on it, which is a shame. The attention should be drawn to her hand, but it's not. Same with the letter, no shading. Again, the flatness of the white and the yellow. The gloves and the jacket, very well shaded. The whites, yellows, not so much. Suitcase is nicely shaded. Her hair, also very flat. Looks like there's just one shade of yellow. No, there's some shading in it. I don't know if it's the sculpt or the way it's painted. It doesn't look very refined. The ribbons look nice. I wonder if different parts of the figure is painted by different people in a kind of assembly line fashion. And some just had more attention to detail than others. Or for the sake of rushing this out or keeping it under cost, they had to cut some corners because that looks really flat. Maybe it's the lighting. I don't know if it's showing up on camera how flat it is. The face sculpt is perfect. Coloring on the lips, her kind of blank emotionless expression is right there. I really like the way the eyes are painted, nice and glossy, lots of detail. So here's Violet Evergarden, pre-painted resin figure, hand casted, hand painted as far as I'm aware, unlicensed. This was actually the very first figure I bought from E2046. Jumped on it because who knows if we would ever see a official Violet Evergarden figure, and I wanted it. Here it is. This is gonna look great on my shelf. All right, thank you.